We are making a video on SparkyLinux 7.0 Orion Belt. So here is a boot menu of complete information will be here, like a more language and other information like a failsafe and all these things. So this is a Xfce desktop environment and SparkyLinux 7.0 is released today. So let's quickly boot it in a live boot. It's going to take a minimum of 30 seconds or 40 seconds, or maximum should be like a minute. It completely depends on your PC. I'm just going to give you the graph or the seconds it consumes on my PC. It should be different on all other PCs. So here is the boot menu. So I'll be posting like a 2 videos daily without missing any day. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. So I'm going to show you the installation process, release notes or release announcement, what is new in the SparkyLinux 7.0, and some of the desktop features store and like system monitor, all the things. It should be like a maximum of 15 to 20 minutes of the video. I'm not going to speed up anything because you need to know how much time it will consume. So I'm not going to edit anything. I'm just going to trim the unnecessary part in the beginning and then the ending. That's it. I'm not going to do anything in between of the video. So you should be getting the exact time of what time it consumes to open anything like applications, all the things. Here is a mouse pointer. You should be seeing a mouse pointer with a highlighter because I set it up in my software, which is a recording software. I'm not going to name it. So it took like 30 to 35 seconds, I guess. It's slowly loading everything. So there are like other desktop environment like LXQt, LXDE. I'm going to go through all this in this video. So here is the welcome screen. Let's quickly change the display resolution because it's look pretty odd. Let's try to change here. I'm using like a VMware or a virtualization. I'm not going to use it on my main PC or work PC because my main PC is running Windows 11. Because I need a Windows 11 for some of the softwares. Don't judge me. So 1920 into 1080. Let's change the resolution. Here is the resolution. Let's close it. So here are some of the shortcuts like about, AppCenter, upgrade, everything is here. Let's first go to the about section. Operating system name is SparkyLinux. OS version is a 7.0. And the code name for the 7.0 is a Orion Belt. And it's a 64-bit architecture. Host is a live. I'm booting it in a live boot. So kernel is a 6.1. RAM is like here. I'm using a 4 GB of RAM for the VMware and 80 GB of hard disk for the VMware. So here is some of the information. Let's close it and open the system monitor. So these are all the shortcuts. If you want to go to all these things, you can go to that. So let's first go to the system monitor and see how much of resources are consuming in the beginning of the video. I'm going to show you the again at the end of the video. So you should be getting exact numbers of how much of resources it will consume. So CPU is right here and the RAM consumption is right here. And the RAM consumption is like a 1.2 GB. Xfce desktop environment usually consumes like a 1.2 GB or 1.1 GB. That's pretty common in Xfce desktop environment. If you want the still less RAM consuming desktop environment, you can go to the LXQt or LXDE. So it will consume like a 600 MB, 700 MB like that. So here are all the processors running right now. Processors are like 275. So here is CPU, RAM consumption. Let's go to the about section, 1.5.5. So here is some of the information. If you remember, you can remember, or you can put the side-by-side video of my beginning of the video and ending of the video to get the exact number of resources and process running. So let me close it and open the terminal to get some of the information. or you can just type it in like a welcome screen. I don't think they give the complete system information. You just get the some of the information, I guess. Let's open that. So here is some of the information. If you want, let's scroll it down. Memory and PCI, modules, sensors, disk. So let's open the command, which is a terminal emulator, and type in some of the commands. Let's check the terminal version 1.0.4. Let's type in the command, which is inxi-sv8, which will give you the complete system information. Let me try to change the background color so you can look properly. Black and white. Now you can see properly here. So the host is alive. I'm booting in a live boot. Kernel version is here. Compiler GCC version is here. Desktop is a Xfce and the version is here. GTK version will be here. Distro name and the code name is here. WM version is here, and it's based on Debian Bookworm, which is a Debian 12. I made a video on the Debian 12 Bookworm with all the desktop environments like a KDE Plasma, Xfce, LXQt, everything. You can check that out in my channel if you want. I'm running it on a VMware, so it says as a VMware. RAM consumption is here. This is my CPU information. If you want, you can check it out here. So the graphics information is completely here, like the monitor settings, all the things. Let's go through all these things. VMWGX version is here. Xarch version is here. Display is a X11, XFWM, and the monitor resolutions available right here is here, like from 640 into 480 to 4K, almost 4K. 4K is also available. I think this is a 4.5K, I guess. So OpenGL version is here. Mesa version is also here. Pulse audio version 16.1. ELSA is here. I'm using a 80 GB of hard disk for my VMware, so it mentioned here. So some of the information will be also here, like at the bottom, the processors and the uptime, wake ups, systemd version and GCC version, INXI version, bash version is here. So complete information is also here in this command, which is inxi-sv8. So let's type in another command, which is a cat etc issue. Here is the SparkyLinux 7.0 Orion Belt. And let's type in the neofetch. I think neofetch is also pre-installed, I guess. It's not. So let's type in the other commands. These are all the same information, but in a short form as the above. Let's type in inxi-small b, inxi-capital G. So lastly, let's type in hstop. Hstop is not found, no problem. Let's exit this thing and let's go to the internet and launch the browser. And let me show you the what's new in the Sparky Linux 7.0 by going to their website, like a release announcement or a release note. The browser launched, almost took like 7 to 6 seconds, I guess. Let's click on home and let's first check the version of the Firefox web browser. 1 or 2, the latest version should be like 114, I guess. I don't know why it's not opening the website. Let's type in like a Sparky Linux. I don't know, internet is not working properly, or the issue with the distro, I don't know. I made a previous video, there is no issue, but it's let me quickly see that by pausing the video. I found the issue, it was my internet connection. VPN was blocking my internet connection, so there is nothing problem with the distro. I don't know, sometimes my VPN blocks for some reason. So let's check out some of the information or the release notes. So here is the release note or the news of the SparkyLinux 7.0 Orion Belt. So let's see what's new in the SparkyLinux 7.0 Orion Belt. It's based on Debian 12 Bookworm. So already mentioned, all the packages updated from Debian Bookworm and Sparky Orion Belt repos as of June 15, 2023. And the latest Linux kernel, which I already showed that also. So Firefox version already mentioned. The latest version is also available in the Sparky Linux repos. If you want, you can go through that. Thunderbird, let's open the Thunderbird and check the version, which should be like a 102.12.0. And let's also open the VLC media player. Let's open all these things, and you can't open this because these are all the desktop environments. You need to choose the separate desktop environment when you download that. I'm using Xfce, so it's a 4.18. Let's check the VLC media player 3.0.18. Let's check it. Is it 3.0.18? Yes, it is. So let's close this thing. Let's check the Thunderbird version. Is it 102.12.0? Yes, it is. And let's open the installer and see the Calamares installer version also. It says 3.2.61. The password should be like a live, I guess. Let's try it. Hope it works. It is taking a few seconds and it is here. Let's check about the Calamares installer. It's 3.2.61. As you can see, it's exactly the same numbers. So let's minimize this thing because we need to use it later. So we have like a LibreOffice. Let's check the LibreOffice version also. On the Office, we should be having. Let's open the calculator. All the info, all the about info will be same, whether it's a writer, calculator, whatever it is. The base version should be like a 7.4.5. So here it is, the App Center version. Let's open LibreOffice. Let's close the pop-up. Check the version 7.4.5.1. The same version is also here. So we checked everything here. Openbox. This is a desktop environment. This is also desktop environment. We have like a 5 desktop environments like a KDE Plasma, LXQt, MAT, Xfce, Openbox. If you want the lightweight desktop environments, you can go with the LXQt, Xfce, and Openbox. And the MAT and the KDE Plasma are the midweight. MAT desktop environment is also good. KDE Plasma usually takes more resources. So it's clearly up to you to choose whatever desktop environment you have. And the password credentials are here. The password is live, which worked for us in the previous seconds. So here are some of the information. I think this is all the ad, I guess. It's not an ad, Discover related topics. It's from the website. So if you want to upgrade, you can upgrade here. Here are some of the information to how to upgrade. You can go to that. And to download directly from here, you can directly download from the link here, or you can go to the website. Like I think this is the ad. Firefox didn't give the some of the ad blockers. You need to download it, the ad blockers. So you need to click on the download from their website, go to this table, and under this table you need to go to the 7.0. So these are all the available download links: LXQt, MAT, Xfce, KDE Plasma. You can choose any mirrors here, like a SourceForge, OSDN, BitTorrent. If you want torrent, you can go to all this. If you want to check the signatures and sums, all these things are here. Minimal GUI, minimum CLI, all the options are here. So these are all the things. Let me quickly show the Xfce desktop environment download process. You just need to click on the downloading things like here. It will directly take you to the, I think it opened twice. It should take like a few seconds, and the download starter will be started in few seconds, as you can see here, 1.5 GB. So let's close it. So that was the downloading process of SparkyLinux 7 and the release notes also. Let's go to the installation process. I'm not going to install it. I'm just going to show you the process. Again, this is a basic Linux installation process, so nothing complicated here. You just need to choose your language, click on next. You need to choose your location. You don't need to provide your actual location. You can provide anything. It's clearly up to you. If you want, you can give your original location or actual location. Some of the customization. Keyboards. You can choose your keyboard, or you can type it here. Click on next. If you are choosing to install it on your main PC, you need to, if you want to choose like a single boot, you need to erase this. If you want to dual boot, you can go with the manual partitioning. Before this, you need to choose your hard disk. If you have multiple hard disks, you should be seeing multiple options here. I'm using it on a VMware, so I'm sure I'm seeing like a VMware like that. So you need to be careful while choosing this because it's going to delete everything. So these are all the customization, and it's clearly up to you to choose whatever you want. If you want to encrypt your system, you can encrypt by providing the passwords. And this is a bootloader. You can choose anything if you want. Click on next. You need to provide your username, password, all the things. You don't need to provide your actual username. Only if you want, you can provide it. I'm not going to provide the actual username. I'm going like a run boxing because I love boxing. So these are all the username and password. If you want to use the same password for the administrator account, you can choose it, or you can choose different password. It's clearly up to you. For the sake of the video, I'm choosing like a simple password. It's always better to go with a strong password, and write down the password. It's always a good option. So click on next. Here is the complete summary of what you choose in the previous installation steps. So these are all the options I choose. So after clicking on install, it's going to take a few minutes, and you should be having your operating system or the distro installed on your PC or VMware, whatever you choose for the hard disk. So that's the installation process. So let me close this thing. So let's check out all the some of the desktop features like a panel. Let's check the wallpapers. I don't think they provided new wallpapers. It's always the common wallpapers. I think these are all available in the previous version also. Do let me know in the comment section if anything is changed. I don't see anything changed here. This wallpaper looks pretty good. Let's choose that one. On the menus, icons, everything is same, nothing changed. So this is a good wallpaper for me. I don't know for you. About tuner. Let's quickly open some of the applications. We already opened most of the changed applications. So let's quickly see. These are all the applications which comes pre-installed. We already saw everything, so I don't think we need to open anything like that. So let's open the nodes. This is my channel URL. I already mentioned that I will be posting 2 videos daily. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. So this is a note. I think we covered everything. So let's open the task manager and end the video because I showed everything. So no need to, if you want system upgrade, you can system upgrade here. So if you're using like a SparkyLinux 6, you can go to their website and check out how to upgrade there, which I already showed you how to upgrade there. So the resources is like 1.4 GB, while like opening like a 10 apps, it should be like a 2.2 GB. So the process should be like a 300 and the CPU should be like a 40%. So this is Xfce desktop environment. You don't get high resources or high resources consuming in the system process. The maximum should be like a 2.2 GB, even if you open like a 10 apps. Only if you open like a Blender, Inkscape, GIMP, and LibreOffice, like this 5 big apps, the RAM should be like 3 GB like that. Usually, like opening small apps, it should be like a maximum of 1.8 GB to 2.2 GB. So it completely depends on the apps. So the Xfce and LXQt desktop environments are always the lightweight, so no need to worry. Even if you have like a low end PC, you should be good to run this Linux distro. I don't know it should be usable on like a 2 GB of RAM. I don't think. Maybe LXQt should be working properly. Uh, Xfce should be like I think it should be a bit of lag here and there, not constantly. Occasionally it should be lag because it's almost like a 1.4 GB. So it's clearly up to you to use this on the 2 GB of RAM or not. It's always a good option to boot it in a live boot. After you're satisfied, then go with the installation on your hard disk. So that's the Sparky Linux video. I think we covered everything. No need to see anything here. I don't think anything is left here. So again, thanks for video. I already posted another video. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out because I'll be posting 2 videos. It's already available. If you want to check that out, you can check that out. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.